Now children, let's have a recap of what statistics is all about. First thing we learn in statistics is mean. Children, mean, which is given by average. Average would be for first raw data. Then there is ungrouped data. And then there is grouped data. Now children, for raw data, mean, average given by symbol x bar, is summation of x upon it. That means add all the terms upon number of terms, add all upon number of terms. Ungrouped data, children, we have methods. Ungrouped also has frequency involved with it. So in case of ungrouped data, mean x bar is given by summation of fx upon summation of f. Well, this is the direct method. Then we have second one, that's shortcut method, that's summation of fd upon summation of f plus assume mean, where d is x minus the assume mean, and that's the shortcut method. For group data, children, that both these formulas are as it is. For group data, both these formulas are as it is. Both these formulas come in, children, the direct method and the shortcut method. Both come in. Those are the first and second method. We also have the step deviation method, children, which you're going to use very often in group data. That's assume mean plus summation of fu upon summation of f into I, where u is equal to x minus assume mean upon I. X minus assume mean upon I. The condition for step deviation, children, the condition for step deviation is it should be exclusive type. Exclusive type would mean, children, if it's in the form of 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and so on, that's exclusive type. Exclusive type. And the other condition is the width should be uniform. The value of I, which is class width, should be uniform. That's class width should be uniform. For example, if it's 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, its class width is 10 every time, children. But if it's 0 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 25, that's 10, 5, it's varying class width, then you cannot use the step deviation method, children. In that case, you can use either direct method or shortcut method, children. Then we have median, children. Then we have median. The formula for median for raw data. But the first thing is to put it in ascending order. This is the middle value, exact middle value of the data. Median is the middle value of the data, children. Please remember that. Put it in ascending order, children. First rule for median is to put in ascending order, whether it's any format, whether it's raw data, ungrouped or group data. Usually ungrouped and grouped is in ascending order. If it's not put in ascending order, raw data is usually not in ascending order. Please put it in ascending order. And n becomes the number of terms. N is number of terms given. Then the median given for odd and for even. Even is n upon 2 plus the next term, n upon 2, that term plus next term upon 2, and for odd it is simply n plus 1 upon 2. That's median. If you want to find out the lower quartile, the formula is n plus 1 upon 4th term, and here it's simply n upon 4th term, children. That term. Upper quartile is 3 times n plus 1 upon 4th term and 3n upon 4th term. That term, children. That the answer will be that term. That particular term would be your answer. Same formula going for ungrouped data, children. All of the formulas remain the same for ungrouped data. only you have to find out cumulative frequency. Only you have to find out cumulative frequency. Find out cumulative frequency first, and then all the formulae remain the same. And then we have group data. For group data, children, for group data, we get all the values from the ogive. All the values from the ogive. We draw the ogive to get the median, children. Well, the formula remain the same except the median formula, children. Here is simply for even terms is simply n upon 2 that term. N upon 2 that term, children. That term gives us a median, children. Straightforward. There is no other simplification required. For mode, children, mode is the most occurring number. Mode is the most occurring number. So children, whichever number occurs maximum number of times is for raw data. Which one has the highest frequency for ungroup data? Highest frequency. Whichever has the highest frequency is your mode. And lastly, the mode for group data comes from the histogram. So we draw a histogram and connect them. That gives us the mode. Let's see some sums, children. Question says, find the mean, median and mode of the following data. That's 10, 75, 3, 81, 17, 27, 4, 47, 12, 47, 9, 15. Now children, the question further states, if all numbers are increased by 2.5, what is the new mean? And if all numbers are reduced by 1.5, what is the new median? Or how is the new mean and how is the median affected? Now children, before we start, we're going to put this in ascending order. That's 3, 4, then 9, 10, 15. 12, 15. Next children comes out to be 17, 27, 47, 85 and 81. That's children 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's children 12 numbers here, 12 numbers here. We already put in ascending order. Now for the mean given by x bar is equal to summation of x upon n. That's 3 plus 4 plus 9 plus 12 plus 10 plus 15 plus 17 plus 27 plus 47, 47 plus 75 plus 81. Whole thing divided by 12, which gives us 342 upon 12, which is 28.5. So that's the mean, children. For median children, since it's even, we do n upon 2 that term plus the next term upon 2. N upon 2 that term would be 12 upon 2 the 6th term plus the 7th term upon 2. Ascending order, children, 6th term would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and 7th would be that. So it's 15 plus 17 by 2. That's 32 by 2. That's 16. That's the value of the median. And as far as the mode is concerned, children, mode is the most frequently occurring number, which is only 1 in this instance, which is 47, which is occurring twice. Now for the other bits, if all numbers are increased by 2.5, children, we'll increase all by 2.5. So it's 5.5, 6.5, 11.5 and so on. the effect would be addition of all 2.5 12 times upon 12. That's the same as the new mean. It's the same as adding 2.5 to the new mean, which would make it, children, 31. 31 would become the new mean. Now, second case, children, if all numbers are reduced by 1.5, each number is reduced by 1.5, 1 by 1.5, 1.1.5, all of them are reduced by 1.5, children. This number accordingly would come out to be 13.5. Accordingly, children, this would come out to be 15.5, and the average, children, between the two would come out to be new median, given by symbol Q2, would come out to be same thing, children, 6th term plus 7th term by 2, which would be 13.5 plus 15.5 upon 2, and obviously, children, the answer would come out to be 14.5. That's the new median. At this point, children, they can also ask you for the mode. They can also ask you for the quartiles. They can also ask you for the quartiles. Mode you've done. They can ask you for the quartiles. So, children, if they were to ask you for the quartiles over here, we would do lower quartile. Symbol for that is Q1, given by n upon 4th term. Children, n that's 12 upon 4 third term would come out to be 9, and upper quartile, children, come out to be Q3, which would be 3n upon 4th term, and that would come out to be the 12th term, children. 12th term would come out to be 47. So that's your lower quartile, this is your upper quartile. That covers up mean, median, mode for all data, children. Let's see an example for ungroup data. Question says, children, calculate the mean, median, mode for the following distribution. Find the mean, median, mode and quartiles for the following data. Question says, the table is marks and frequency. Now, children, we'll add a column by doing shortcut method. D, which is x minus assume mean, marks is x, D is x minus assume mean. Then there is a column f into d, and then there is a column cumulative frequency, which will fill one by one as we do the thing. Now, marks is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that gives us the frequency, children. The frequency is given to us as 3, 5, 8, 7, 9, 4, 3, and 1. D, children, now we'll go for an assume mean, that's 6. So D would be x minus assume mean, that's x minus assume mean, 6 minus 3, which would come out to be 3 minus 6, children, 3 minus 6, 3 minus 6 for this case, 3 minus 6 would come out to be minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 7 minus 6, 2, 3, and 4. FAD, children, would come out to be negative 9, negative 10, negative 8, 0, 9, 8, 9, 4. Now this would add up, children. 9 and 9 would cancel out. 8 and 8 would cancel out. Minus 10 plus 9 is minus 1 plus 4 is 3. Summation of FD is equal to 3. Well, children, summation of F would come out to be addition of all this, which would be 8 plus 8, 16, plus 7, 23, 23 plus 3, 26, plus 4, 30, 30 plus 10, 40. So now children, for the mean, formula is assume mean, this is 6 in this particular case, plus summation of fd upon summation of f. At summation of fd upon summation of f, which children comes out to be 6 plus summation of fd, that's 3 upon summation of f, that's 40. 3 upon 40 children in terms of decimal would come out to be 0.705 plus 6 children would come out to be 6.075, which approximately would be written as, for a final answer, 6.08. Till 2 decimal place children. We have to round off till 2 decimal place. We always have to children. Now for the median, this was the mean. Now the median, cumulative frequency would be 3, next column would be 8, 3 plus 5, 8, next would be 8 plus 8, 16, should be 16 plus 7, 23, 32, 36, 39, and lastly 40. Now that's median. Median children, for n being even, for this would come out to be n upon 2 plus the next term upon 2, n upon 2 plus next term upon 2. N upon 2 would be 40 upon 2, the 20th term and 21st term. Both of them children would come here. Both of them would come here. Between, this is from 0 to 3, this is from 4 to 8, this is from 9 to 16, and from 17 to 23 comes here children. Both 20 and 21, both the terms come here. That's at point at 6. So this is the 20th term plus 21st term divided by 2, which comes out to be 6 plus 6 by 2, which is simply 6. That's your median. Now children, for the lower quartile, Q1 is given by n upon 4th term, since it's even. N upon 4 would mean children 40 upon 4, this 10th term. 10th term comes here, so it'll go all the way over here to give us the lower quartile as the 10th term, which is in this particular example 5. Upper quartile children, Q3, because median is Q2, would be given by 3 times n upon 4th term, which comes out to be the 30th term children, and 30th term would come here, that's at 7. That's your upper quartile. Lastly children, mode. Mode is a number which has highest frequency. Mode is a number which has highest frequency next to it, which is 5, highest frequency. So mode is equal to 5, the number opposite highest frequency, or the most occurring number children in this particular example would come out to be that. So here children, we have seen mean by shortcut method, median, the formula applicable, lower quartile, upper quartile, and the mode. That's a recap of all what they can possibly ask you in a sum like this. Let's see the next question children. Question says, calculate the mean of the given data. This is for group data. Marks 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60. Frequency 7, 9, 15, 8, 6 and 5. Addition of all this would come out to be children 7 plus 9, that's 16, 16 plus 15, 31, 31 plus 8, 39, 39 plus 11 children would come out to be 50. That's summation of f. Now children, immediately to use step deviation method, children will have to make it exclusive type. We'll have to make it exclusive type. So I'll make it class intervals. Subtract half, add half. Subtract half, add half. So you see children, these two come out to be the same. Same way, subtract half, add half, and so on. Now children, the mid value would come out to be between them 5.5, 15.5, 25.5, 35.5, 45.5, and finally 55.5. We'll assume more or less the middle value as your assume mean. So children, the values of u, since you're going to use step deviation method, mean given by symbol x bar is equal to assume mean plus summation of fu into I upon summation of f. Assume mean would be 0, above that will be -1, -2, below that will be 1, 2 and 3, and f into u children accordingly would come out to be -14, -9, 0, that's 8, that's 12, and that's 15. So children, this adds up to -23, this adds up to 35. Difference is 12 with positive difference. That's summation of fu is equal to positive 12. Subtracting in the values children, we get 25.5 plus summation of fu, that's 12, into class width. Class width children will be different between these two. Class width will be different between these two, not these two children. We've made an exclusive type only to avoid this. So we use these as class width children, that's 10 upon summation of f, which is 12. 12 cancels children, straightforward, we get the answer as 35.5 as the actual mean. X bar is 35.5. That's using step deviation method children. Let's see an example of an ogive. Question says, the exam results are given below. That's marks less than and number of candidates. So children, here important thing for us to realize, whenever they say marks less than, whenever they say marks less than and the number, that means they've given us cumulative frequency over here. That means they've given us cumulative frequency over here children. They won't tell you, you must realize that whenever it's marks less than or any value of this less than children, they've already given a cumulative frequency for this. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90 and 100. Frequency being 0, 25, 42, 65, 95, 120, 128, 135, 148 and 150. Children, this is the value of n. So for calculations, we're going to use this as the value of n. We've already been given the cumulative frequency children, so we just have to draw the ogive. I'm going to approximately draw an ogive for you children. That's 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100 lastly. Now children, over here we need to get till 150. So that's going to be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140 and lastly 150. Now children, it's 10 at 0, 20 at 25 children. It straight jumps to a value between 30 is at 42, so 40 and 42. Of course, children, this is to be done on graph paper. You'll get more accurate values over there. See to it that you spread the whole thing over the entire paper, not leaving more than half the space blank. Try to accumulate, use the full page, children. I am approximating for now. So that's 40 at 65, 50 at 95, 60 at 120, 70 at 128, 80 at 135, 90 at 148, and 100 at 150. Now children, we draw a smooth curve connecting these points. Let it be as smooth, children, as possible. Do not use rulers for these, children. You will be given the whole thing wrong. You need to draw a smooth curve. Even if there are slight variations like this, it's fine. There is absolutely no problem. Leave it the way it appears to be on your graph. Now children, they've asked us, question further says, find the number of candidates who got less than 45 marks, find the median, find students who scored less than 45 and who got more than 75. For median, children, first, for median, it's n upon 2, that term. 150 upon 2 is the 75th term, children. So at 75, which is approximately over here, 75, which is approximately over here, children, we will draw a straight line, perfectly horizontal line, to meet the curve, and wherever it meets the curve, children, we take it down from there. And approximately, children, comes out to be at this point, which comes out to be 42. So median is 42 on an approximate basis. Children who score less than 45, children. So then the marks are along the x-axis, and this is the number or the frequency which comes along the y-axis. So when you say 45, children, you take the curve from here the vertical line straight up, and then make it join. So this is the number of students, which approximately comes out to be 85 children. 85 students have scored less than 45. Number of students scored less than 45 is equal to 85. 85 children have scored less than 45 children, and for 75, again we take the curve up and we take it across like that. So children, approximately that comes out to be 131. So number of students who've scored greater than 75 would be the total. That's 150 minus 131. That's 19 students, children. So children, with the help of ogive, we can get all the values. Always write down over here less than ogive. And please mention the scale. It's approximately, if this is 1 centimeter, we should write down on x-axis 1 centimeter equals to 10 marks. And here, children, on y-axis, the same thing would come out to be 1 centimeter equal to 10 students. That's the next question, children. Question says, find the mode of following data: income and number. That's 120 to 140, 30 or frequency, 140 to 160, 72, 160 to 180, 90, 180 to 200, 80, 200 to 220, 70, and lastly 220 to 240 is 28. Now children, for this we'll draw the graph histogram again. That's 120 to 140, 140 to 160, to 180, 200, 220, and lastly 240. Now children, with the highest we've got value is 90, so we need to accommodate that. So we'll go for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Now children, draw the histogram at 30. First one. Next at 72. Next 90. Next 80. Next at 70. Next at 28. Now draw the histogram children. We connect these two, the tallest of the two bars, across, and we take this value down children. Approximately children, this would come out to 170, 171, 172 and 174. The mode for this children would come out to be 174. That's Z. Symbol for mode. With this we end this section. Thank you.